Welcome, busy gamers. Today we're going to be looking at Have a Nice Death. Now, if you're already familiar with my First Look series, feel free to skip straight to the gameplay, the discussion section, or if you're looking for the full review, I'll be putting that in the end card and the show notes as soon as it's posted. So, what's a first look? For me, those first few minutes of a game are very crucial. They set a tone and they determine if a game is really going to grab me. So for this series, I'll be bringing you along as I first step foot into a game. I'll put a timer up and play for just 30 minutes, and while playing, I'll give you my live thoughts, my reactions, and then I'll give you a short summary at the end. So today's game is again Have a Nice Death. It was developed by Magic Design Studios, and it was published by Gearbox. It appears to be a tongue-in-cheek, two-dimensional roguelike in which you take the role of Death. Now, this particular Death is short of stature, but strong, it seems. He's very adorable, and as he scythes his way through a bevy of disobedient staff, you will be giving him life. Now, move through 8 varied departments and mete out some constructive criticism to staff who have given you more and more paperwork and less vacation you deserve due to their misbehavior. It's a fast-paced hack and slash roguelike with about 15 different difficulty modes, meta unlocks, and a lot of variety, so I'm pretty excited to see what it has in store for me today. Let's get to work at Death Incorporated. Okay, so here we go with Have a Nice Death. Depends on how much cutscene there is here. May cut this bad boy out. That was quick, efficient, and pretty hilariously brutal in my mind. I'm not gonna lie. You know, in the trailers for the game, I was shorter. I like it. I have a feeling this idea is gonna go poorly for me. Yep, okay. I've summoned a lot of minions to do my bidding. This is excellent. You want minions. Minions are good. It looks like my minions might have reaped some souls they shouldn't have there. I don't know if I should be concerned about that. It's good. Rubber stamp. Okay, this is starting to look like my actual general job. This is how I work for real life. It's making me smaller? Ha! Dear God. I don't know why it's made me small. Other than that, I'm pretty entertained. Good old business suit Death. Yeah, I would just stop. I don't feel like I need to do the paperwork. Just letting it go. Okay, here we go with the timer. We might cut it a little short depending on how I die. I don't know what any of these things do or really see today. So we can move back and forth. We've got a basic attack, kind of a combo there. We can jump. Other buttons don't seem to do anything else today. Alright, you can't just make it up as you go along, you know. Procedure, what I have to do is... Oh, it's the CEO. Yep. Hell's broken loose. Brad. Ugh, Brad. Let all the souls in without proper inspection. Seems like a thing a Brad would do. I don't be insulted if your name is Brad. But, you know, I like it. All of our departments are overwhelmed. And am I? Or Patrick. Patrick, you have a knife through your head, so... Feels like you might have some issues, Patrick. I like the logo. I like the company and everything. We'll just keep moving on. Is it part platformer as well? Whoa, Harriet. Horrifying. Ready to get to the Death Incorporated house in order. Don't go spraining anything right at the start. Okay. Waiting for the warm-up. I want to hear those bones cracking. Okay. People have faith in me. Iron out the kinks in that cloak. Chop chop. X to jump onto the ledge. Yep, I can clearly already jump. Got it. You know, at least this person's cheery. Terrifying looking. Not afraid of getting stung. R2 to get through. Okay. So R2 is our dash. I like it. Dash while in the air. Never lose 2.0. It's the light beam. I literally just look up. It's not a big deal. What a lazy bone. Claude missed his leaving drinks, but don't let him go without a... They just beat up Claude. Claude plays disco music when he gets hit. I like it. Oh, that's pretty cool. Down just kind of gives one of those. Yeah, there's some entertaining things. I like it. Flexibility, cross platforms. Down an X gently does it. Basically to just drop through. Okay, got a VIP door. It's probably how we change. Now I know later in this game some of it's procedurally generated, so that's going to be good. X in R2. I feel like I am doing that. I don't know what he wants me to do. You just want me to go over here? Okay, yep, just jump dashing. Thought he was wanting me to do something else. Let's climb. Okay. Really important. You can find a gross solulary lying all over the place. Pick it up. It's currency. Okay. Pick it up by striking it, it looks like. Never forget you love money. Who doesn't? I don't really know why you would have to teach someone that. Break this steel and get your weapon. Soon get that cloak warmed up. Okay. The hammer off. Crush your target with a deafening blow. Hammer spins around. Okay. Kind of felt like I already had a weapon. Shape-shifting cloak. Okay, so the cloak is part weapon. I can change. So my weapons show up in the top left there. Okay, that's fine. Minions are wild. Got it. Okay. Wake up your nervous system. I mean, so far seems quite easy. You time that right. Those are nice and predictable. Ooh. Alright, we can stun it at least. Ah, okay. I have a special attack. That's very interesting. Can frenzy by using any of them. Curse reroll. Okay. I don't know what a curse is just yet. I'm sure we'll get there. You're injured. I don't feel like I was injured. Okay, no need to worry. Take this anima. Alright. It's just proof that I could heal myself. Like he gave me coffee basically. Anima to heal your injuries. Injuries are the grayed out part of your HP. Make a note of that. It's important. Okay. Carry 3 at a time. Storage is full. You get a new one. There will be no need to worry. Merge into golden. Sounds good. Okay. Make better versions. This person is just horrifying looking. I hate the character design on Harriet. Okay. Into the real game now. See what we can do. I have a feeling I'm going to be rusty here. This is definitely not like a Hades or anything. I mean, granted it's a roguelike, but that is about it. 0 share insight. I'm not 100% sure I really understand those things. Not that it's good, bad, or otherwise. I just don't really know what the insight stuff is doing. Ow! Okay, that guy hurts. Really badly, actually. Ingots, new equipment. Okay. Don't really get anything for breaking those, it looks like. And I can break the bottom stuff. I like the environment. The environment is definitely interesting. You can skip. Ow! You can skip people. I don't know if I should. That's the thing. Like, is it really worth it to go these people, or is it really more like I should try to go as far as possible? And the kills don't really matter. It'll be good to know. I don't really see like a level bar or anything. It seems like it's mostly, you know, collect things more than it is an actual level-based thing. There are probably iframes on that I'm just not dealing with. Ugh, bad. Okay. Not too bad. We've got quite a bit of little soul energy, about 29 there. Okay. Alright, these guys shoot. You need quite a bit of healing already, kind of slacking off on that end. Choose the next floor. We can go to HR. Looks like only HR is available. That's interesting. Okay, we'll go see HR. That's one of the worst things you could do while actually working. Usually means you're in trouble. Hi, Harriet. You got problems, Harriet. Each weapon has a different frenzy. Okay. Out come the big guns. Okay. Yep, I was there for the tutorial. But I don't always listen. I mean, like, I'm the boss. Like, do I have to listen? That feels germane. That feels relevant. Wish there was a block. It's maybe one of the things I'm missing here. Not necessarily relevant, but you wish it. Doesn't appear to be timed. I typically expect games like this to be timed. Might be once it gets to harder levels. And again, it does appear to be primarily just kind of based on what I'm collecting more than anything else. Very fun, very snappy, as far as that goes anyway. Union protection, temporarily increase. Okay, so it's very temporary probably. I don't see like a bar that shows how long it lasts, so we'll have to see there. Looks like we have hit boss time. That was probably a waste of the special stuff, but so I see a gray health bar, and I also see empty health bar. I'm sure it gave me a thing to read that said what the difference was. I don't remember. Attention to detail. Definitely a flaw here for me. Not a flaw for the game. Definitely think it's probably me that's not seeing that. Seems bad. Back of the guy. Strochet. Okay, this is my HR. Okay, clearly cranky. Curses. Assaulting employees. Curses can help with that. Okay. Okay, so these are buffs. And my axe, Cloak's Wish, launches an axe. Interesting. Gain health, just general max, spells deal bonus damage. So I don't really know what a spell is yet. Health is always good. This is take extra health. I don't really know what I'm doing. Health seems passable. Max health. Just keep breaking through. I really like the dark aesthetic, right? I know it's a death game. Dark aesthetic kind of makes sense. But I think when I say dark aesthetic, I more mean that like the actual gray backdrop seems quite nice. I can't decide if it's just making it through that's the goal here, if it's kind of gathering everything, right? Because in theory, I could have skipped a lot of those minions, and so I don't know if it's like there's a score, and if I skip them, I'll be losing my score. That may be the only thing I'm not 100% sure about that yet. Am I skipping things I shouldn't? Should I always be kind of like going back? Do wish I had to explain more of that. But definitely snappy and fun. These things I also clearly can't skip. Ow. So bad. Oh, he can hit me from up there. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Ow. Never mind. Apparently I'm not gonna die. I thought I was gonna die. I think I probably should have. I mean, we have 2 health, so we're gonna die soon. But it'll be good to know what happens when you die. Temporarily gain lifesteal. Alright, now we gotta find some bad guys. And make sure we don't die as we find them. Ow. A little reckless. More soul energy. I think it was going to let me dodge through the door. Odd. These floors are fast, which I do like. I think it randomly generates these 8 floors, or maybe at least 7. One of the floors is red. I don't know if that means that I can't necessarily access it regardless of what I do. I see this book floating with me. I assume that's my spells. Yep, there we go, shooting me. Whoa! Alright. One of those things that we need to not do is once you get tied up into a long animation, you are frozen in it. Okay, so we only killed 80 enemies. We gathered 67 souls. Breakdown level, imminent breakdown. I don't know exactly what that means. Okay. Runtime just 8 minutes. Quick and easy. Well, not quick and easy. I did fail. Ingots earned. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so we do level up. This is meta progression more than anything else. Start the game with a basic anima. Okay. And we respawn back at our paperwork. Okay, I like that welcome to the afterlife. Very happy. This nice glow. Home base is very interesting. I was hoping I might get taller over time. Okay. Attempt number 1. Okay, so just like Hades, there is kind of a... And maybe I shouldn't compare this to Hades. But similar to a game like that, it's definitely giving you the old run breakdowns. It's giving you a lot of the general stats. It didn't do very well, but you know, this is a first run. Got a VIP. We've got Pump Quinn. Hit book. Did you know your pit book notes everything down for you? Okay. Okay. Apparently, it's just pause. Employee handbook that gives me all my move information. Very useful. We've got enemy breakdowns in here. Ghosts, books, pyro ghosts, spooksmen. Very interesting. They're little achievements, so we're going to get more information. I'm going to compare it to Hades again here. So Hades had those books about enemies. The more you killed, the more you saw, the more information and little stories you got. You have stories about friends and characters. I love that. You have your weapon breakdown. I do like the cloak being a weapon. And then we've got the different places. So I've only technically been in Death Incorporated and the CEO's office. So that's interesting. Even though I was on different floors, like it's the same location, I definitely expected it to list the floors. We've got game stuff, got our general level. Imminent breakdown is a difficulty, so that's interesting. Versus rank up, very interesting. So that's kind of like a skill tree. And then control room, it's possible we can change weapons here. Okay, a little bit of information. This is interesting looking. I've got a nice little tree of life here. We have research that it looks like we can do on the things that we've unlocked. And kind of check those. Okay, and this is the upgrade, so this is where we spend our gold and ingots. That's very nice. How's the family? How's life? Okay, so killing enemies gives me discounts. Kill 9 enemies with a hammer weapon gives you a discount on the talon. So you can buy things early, so like I could skip this, but I get a discount the more I do things. That is a really interesting way to do these unlocks. I really do like that. The Repareer, Whirl Dagger. Okay, these are just different weapons. Very interesting. Huge discount on this particular one. Just kill 50 enemies. Food. Okay. I'm not really sure I understand the food. We're probably going to ignore that for now. Contracts increases the number of scythes you can choose from the start of a run. So probably just different weapons. Finish the game once. Kill Barnaby Proudfoot. Okay, so we've got, we've got a ways to go on some of those things. We're going to buy the spear that we can buy. We don't have a whole lot else. We will just stop there. This area, this home area, is actually quite large. A lot to announce. The Reverend is working on an evolving pictorial series. Ha! Wonderful. Oh, Patrick, you are a discerning man. The more difficult it is, the more epic and representative of her hard work you do, her creations become. This is a breakdown series. Okay, so the better I do, I will probably get better. So like completing on a difficult T's probably gives me anything. Got a fire monster here, Jocelyn. Can't use the elevator until I sign a form. What is this? Choose your contracts. I don't know what I just did. I have no idea what I just did. We're about to see. I don't feel like it explained it. This looks like I'm back into the game fighting again, so that's good. The spear instead of a... That's a pretty slow cooldown, actually. Okay, I had something else pop up over my game, so we've got to get that closed. So we can do so. Okay, we are back. And we are talking about upgrades for weapons. So we're just kind of introducing that. Your Prismium gives you a better shop. Can't do it until you're officially hired. Okay, so just a quick, easy explanation for me, because I probably don't actually know what I'm doing yet. I like the spear. It's slow, but I like it overall. Definitely wish it was a bit faster. But we're definitely already improving slightly here. Whoa, that guy. Okay. Several of those things we'll cut through. Wonder if there's like any little secrets or hidden things here. Like, should I be trying to run through walls as you can do in mini games? My book comes in and out. Those things don't seem that dangerous, I have to say. The little hand things that come up. They haven't gotten me yet. And then they immediately did. That's what I get for talking. Here's my HR rep. Who's going to give me a curse. Irreverent Hood, 15% max mana. Chance of dealing pierce. That definitely seems like what we want here. Though we can infuse, add an effect when attacking. I don't know how useful that is. I'm not fighting a lot of things that really take a long time to die. Pierce is just an additional damage chance, it looks like. We're going to go with what seems like a damage buff. Okay, do that. And we're going up a floor. We can go to the mana department or the equipment storage. I don't really have a knowledge of what any of these things are or do, so we're just kind of picking. I would assume that they have maybe a little bit of a different enemy type, potentially, or they have different upgrade types. Has not explained that to us yet. The look and the feel and everything is quite good. So this is the weapons department. Kind of has more of a industrial feel down here. Honestly, it looks a little like a basement to me. Ow. Okay. These guys were a little tougher than I expected. But nothing too bad. Still a pretty quick clear of that. Need some Eternal mana. So max mana upgrade. Yep, so nothing on the walls. Doesn't mean it could never be the case. Nothing so far. Rocket launcher. Wow, okay. We feel like we would clearly take that. Ha! Honestly, that's cool. I'm not sure what I was expecting from weapon variety. I feel like I killed everything in that floor very, very quickly. Intriguing floor. Cellular. We're going with intriguing floor. Called intriguing for a reason, right? I think it's got to be the right choice. Beginner speed assessment. Get to the elevator in under 15 seconds. Okay. I don't know where I'm going. Okay, we passed. Raidor. Slash and unleash biting winds. 5% chance that it applies a critical. Take that. I have to change something though. The rocket launcher or the Shakespeare. Alright, we're gonna change it for the spear. I'm gonna see if we like it. I do think I like it a bit better. It's longer range. And both of them had a very slow thing. So I could go to equipment storage again. We're just going to the vault this time. I'm hoping that means they have gold as rewards. More things we can use for the meta progression at the end. A much different environment here, which I do like. The other couple were very, very similar. So I was kind of worried that's what we were about to look at for everything. This one's quite different. Alright, up we go. Why did I do that? I didn't mean to. No. I used my like special early. Excellent. We didn't really need the special. It was pretty easy. Got a curse reset. Assuming we get another curse during this run, but we do have a curse reset. Whoa! So way further down here than I expected. Chop those. Morticulturist. I like the naming convention on it. For the outside area, it makes sense. Some nice little souls. I don't know what that currency does just yet. I feel like I didn't see anything to spend it on. It's just probably how I get score at the end. Missed that like 15 times. Doing great. And enough of it is kind of at your own pace. He doesn't really seem to punish me if I don't speedily move around. I don't know what the benefit or downsides are here. It looks like the general benefit is just that I get more chances at different upgrades because I'm finding these things as I come down. Fills up missing HP with injuries. Okay. Something that is healable versus non-healable, I'm gonna guess. Go to the shop. There hasn't been a shop before. This is the first time we're gonna experience that. What weapon would you like to sell? So I could sell them. Okay. Sure. Look at your stuff. Alright, so he has a hammer, which I don't know why I would choose that. We can get that. No from Oshaw, contains 1 curse. Okay. And these are what cost souls. I don't have enough for any of these things. Well, I have enough for the hammer, but I've got better weapons, I think. Is you. Okay, I mean, like, this guy can't talk, so. Not 100% sure. Understand what just happened there. Alright, Brad is at the security station. This is probably our first boss. We've gotten to the boss. It'll be a good thing to kind of end this 30-minute video on me getting my butt kicked by a boss. Interview Brad. You have to hear me out. Okay, when I kill enemies... Okay. I was forgetting to heal, so that was a good tip before I talked to Brad. All right, Brad, you slacker. Who are you anyway? What? How do my employees not know who I am? Not a great boss. Oh, Brad. Oh, I missed him. Ah, I missed again. Oh, oh, Brad. Doesn't have a lot of health, but I'm not doing great. It's purely my fault, to be fair. There we go. Got great weapons. Ah, sorry, Chief. Didn't recognize you. We good? Okay, so once I beat him up, he knows. I'm gonna kill him. I just kind of assumed he was already dead. Hashtag gutted. Retweet if you're pissed your boss is back. Excellent. Okay. We have hit our 30 minutes, so we are probably going to give it a pause here, and then I'll come back with some initial thoughts. All right, we've hit our first 30 minutes of Have a Nice Death, and in all honesty, for the first 30 minutes, I did have a pretty good time with the game. First of all, what was good? I think the art style is pretty excellent. It's a 2D experience, but never one that felt too cluttered. I didn't really lose my character throughout it, and honestly, I kind of thought I would. I'm a black character with little white touches on the middle of a fairly black and white background, but I always stood out, and a lot of things have really nice snappy effects like this purple effect from my scythe. I thought that was really nice. I also enjoy the music. It kind of has this whimsical nature to it, but ramps up into the rock stages during a few of the boss fights, and that was always welcome. The music really matched the mood and the aesthetic, and I thought that was quite nice. as well as these little pops of color like my chair. All of that really kind of went together to have this nice ambiance that I enjoyed throughout the entire process. Now, it's a roguelike, it's a combat game. How was the combat? I enjoyed the fact that it looks like there are a lot of different weapons here, and I got to experience a few of them, all of them feeling just a bit different. There's a lot of things that I haven't seen yet so far, but everything I did do so far felt pretty snappy, pretty intuitive. I also feel like the tutorial was done really well, at least to the extent of the things that it did teach. My basic navigation, my basic attacks, all of that stuff that I would actually need to play was taught really well. So what do I think Have a Nice Death did poorly? In the same vein that I think it taught really well some of the core mechanics, the few things that I feel like it missed in teaching were exactly how some of the scoring worked, exactly how some of the advancement worked, because I felt like I was a little bit grasping at straws when it came to that. I don't really understand how I gather healing or how I target healing. I don't really understand why I would choose one room from an elevator over another. They were color-coded, and so it's possible that they are having a greater chance of spawning certain curses or certain events, but none of that really felt easily explained to me. And the importance of the different curses, the importance of should I run through a level quickly or should I completely explore trying to kill, none of those were things that I felt like it really explained. And so that I felt like was a bit of a negative. Other than that, though, I don't have a whole lot of negatives from the first part of it. I didn't see enough of the game to really have a ton of complaints yet to know what the level of replayability is here. I thought the comedy factor was also pretty good. I didn't really mention that in the positives, not because it isn't a positive, but because comedy is subjective and everyone will have a different opinion on that, though the little flavor aspects of the story that were there, I did enjoy. I've said it throughout the entire thing. I really hope that eventually, at least in these down things, I am able to have myself get just a bit taller. I think that would be an interesting thing to see as progression, as that, oh yeah, my character gets bigger as he gets more powerful, as he levels up, as he gets back into the swing of things again. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot of thoughts here, but I will say that I am looking forward to playing this game more as I go from first look to full review. That way I can be a bit more analytical, a bit more detailed in my feedback for you. I'll probably give it around 20-25 hours before I give a full report out, but that really shouldn't take me too long. I've got a couple days off work coming up, and this one may get my time. I hope you've enjoyed this content, and if you enjoy it and would like to see more, please feel free to give me a like or consider subscribing. Other than that, have a great time gaming.